Eddie Pinero is here. Well, you're here because this is a folk music radio show, and you play guitar, so
Right.
you incorporate this into your talks.
I do. So, to your point, when you were asking about how I got here and sort of trying different things and taking these things I like, I've sort of meshed guitar and spoken word and storytelling into something, I guess a new way of sharing my experiences. So that's what I'm hoping to show today.
What would you like to start with? Let's get a few songs in, okay?
Yeah.
Do you call them songs?
Well, the first one is, I would say, more of a poem.
Okay.
It's called Rabbit Hole.
All right. Here's Eddie Pinero.
All right. So I have dreams, compulsions to be legendary, evolving from the imaginary, and they're near, they're real, and I can see. In due time, we realize that real life is defined by our own eyes. And I have blueprints to the skyline, but reality is built methodically, and overnight success, you would never guess it takes a long time. So you have to cut lifelines and navigate landmines, but it's your move, on your cue, just decide. So I sat there and I thought about it. How long am I gonna go on about it? Put my shoes on, I said so long, and went outside. Right through the field I used to run by, with rows of sunflowers waist high, but it was different than what I envisioned. There weren't any road signs or guidelines or letters that said it's all just fine. It was just me adjusting as I made my way to the sunrise. See, sometimes you have to find the strength to make your way to the sunrise, and I paused. On the ground below me was this little door. I knocked slowly, was pretty scared, maybe ill-prepared, but we get one life only. So I opened the hatch, looked down, and it's pitch black, like no sound. And if you don't choose, any road will do. I've been riding logistical merry-go-rounds, and my eyes are wide. Restless soul with scores to settle from years ago. I know that there's more because I told me so. I'm going down the rabbit hole, and sometimes you have to find the heart to go down the rabbit hole, and now there's not a way out, and the chips fell. I'm all in now, my prospects are in lockstep, and each step is a shakedown. I have a coat of armor, sword of steel, call to arms, cause the threat's real, but if crowns are made on battlefields, then your majesty, no, I will never kneel. Time to face fear, front center, watch doubts fall like it's November. Have a treasure map in my backpack, it says life's golden, man, what a pleasure. Spin round and round, I'm free falling now, cause there's ghost schools and there's goblins out. Are you leaving us? They call me treasonous, think that they're dangerous, they must be delirious, and sometimes you have to be just a little delirious. Guns fire, trumpets start, and the ground trembles from the steady march, and it looks bad, cause their decks stacked, but my king beats a queen of hearts. I have to win in spades, so I set fires with the kind of flames that forge empires. Like a hurricane, tad insane, cat 5, Cheshire. Right round we go, the next episode under the second story, so look out below. Collect haters' tears, they make a steady flow, and their greatest fear is I told you so, but I know it though, there's no impossible, and you can watch your past or watch it grow, be more powerful than you will ever know. I'm going down the rabbit hole. See, sometimes in life you have to find the strength to go down the rabbit hole.
Eddie Pinero, live in the WLRN studio. That was great, Eddie.
Well, thank you.
Yeah, well, it's like I would say it's a rap tune. Has everyone mentioned that to you?
Yeah, it's I guess it's like a mesh of things, but definitely could be rap.
What was that rabbit hole that you were being challenged by?
So for me, it's sort of a consistent thing. I think I could point to 12, 13 times along the way. I mean, sitting in an apartment in Boston with no income, making videos and asking yourself why. I mean, that in itself is a rabbit hole, right? Especially when you know you have the prospect of going back. So it's a continuous type thing.
How do you make a video go viral?
I think it's got to resonate, and there's certainly not an exact code. There are